My battery's going low. Just 1 minute. Hang on. Batteries are going low. 1 second. Keep on. Let me grab an extension cord. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Oh, wait. This in here. This goes here. This goes here. Okay, just 1 second. Plugging in the phone. I'll be right there. Plug it in the phone, and then I'm plugging in the... 1 second. Go right over here. I'll be back. I'll be there in a minute. Okay, I think we're going to be good here. Sweet. Okay, back. All right, so just wanted to say, guys, it's just so cool to be able to come on here on Labor Day and let's talk about firing corporate America. All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how absolutely insanely horrible. We must have some deer out there because Cooper's going crazy. Cooper. We must have deer. Deer. The deer here? Yep, the deer are here. Okay, Cooper, you come sit by me so he doesn't bark. Okay, the deer are here. We have a deer feeder. So I'm on 10 acres, guys. I'm on a homestead. I'm on 10 acres. I left corporate America about 2 months ago. And I was a CFO for a company. I've been a CFO for a chief financial officer for the past 2 decades. And you know what? I knew there was just a time when it just said, this is not working. This is not working. Corporate America and my homestead was not working. Corporate America and anyone does not work. So, I just said, it's time for us to fire corporate America. It's time for everyone to build their own empire, myself included. And I'm super excited about it. I mean, this is like a mission. This is something where, we can have freedom and the ability to do what we want to do. And, I know a lot about business, and I just really wanted to be able to give back to anyone that is currently in business. And if you're in business currently and want to come on up and let's chat about this, I just highly recommend that you think seriously about having passive income in adding to your revenue stream, because passive income will be your go-to when, your revenue might be a tad seasonal, or, revenues are low in one income stream, and passive income will always be there for you. Will always be there and be available for you to do whatever you want to do, whether you're sleeping, traveling, whatever you're doing. You don't have to be like 100% married to your business. So, I mean, I just really feel that this is a call. This is a call to action to say, come on, guys. Come on, guys, let's do something amazing. Let's be bold. Let's be brave. Let's really let's really do this thing where we are creating our own legacy. And in doing so, adding passive income, right? Adding passive income. There are so many ways that you can create your own passive income. So many ways. So many ways that are available out there now. I mean, I'm sure you're seeing it on TikTok. I'm sure you're seeing how hot, how lucrative, what a wealth magnet it is. And I mean, I am just here being a fellow business person for the last 2 decades, having my master's in business administration. I mean, I just feel like I have a lot to say about what great business is, what great business looks like, what a great business model um, can be for you, whether you're currently in business, potentially struggling, potentially not knowing what direction to go. And a lot of times, guys, I'm here to say it's because you've just locked yourself into one revenue stream, which is great, which is probably your zone of genius, which I highly encourage. Your zone of genius is whatever widget you have decided to sell, like whatever that is. But you know what? Don't let that be your only revenue stream. Pick other revenue streams that are automated, that are making money for you, whether you are like working it, whatever it is, going to your physical brick and mortar, or you're just have business online. Whatever it is, the smart business owner, the smart entrepreneur, the smart megapreneur, which is what I am such an advocate for, because a megapreneur, that is my website, that is everything that I feel, that a megapreneur goes above and beyond. They're not just a solopreneur. They're not an entrepreneur. They are a megapreneur. They think wealth. They think abundance. They also pick these multiple revenue streams that will make money for them, that are automated, that will make money for them no matter where they're at and whatever they're doing, right? Okay, so let's say you sell widget A and widget B and widget C and D and E and F, right? But also add, that is kind of like that is that you know widget A through K is really inventory, and that's one business vertical. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that's like essentially one revenue stream. So what I'm saying is adding other revenue streams that will also generate revenue for you, whatever digital product that might be. And what I feel is so awesome is that, and what I want, and how I want to revolutionize the way that we do business, is that every business owner should wake up in the W2 mentality and inspire every single person that is within their organization to be able to have reoccurring income over and above whatever pay, hourly rate that you've determined this person is worth. What? Because there's what industry standards for what like someone's worth is, someone's job title is worth on an hourly basis. Like, and so when you business owner are, taking 40 hours a week or more, oftentimes 50 and above from someone, you've just essentially said, this is what you can make. This is what this is what you're worth, is this hourly rate, which is so freaking bogus. How long do you think that hourly worker will stay with you? Until the next best gig comes along, or someone's going to pay more, or someone's going to offer them more, or have a better benefit package, or whatever. So what if you could get out of that whole competitive rat race and create a business strategy that you are now giving your employees a gateway to massive wealth? And that's through passive income. That is a revenue stream. While you're selling widget A through Z or A through K or whatever widgets you're selling, you can also add passive income as a revenue stream and pass that on to your employees. I call it your tribe, because your tribe is what's pulling your wagon, your business wagon. I think employees is just a very outdated word. And you know what? It's condescending. It's just not a good word. We should just start removing all of these words that are not empowering from the business arena and start inserting words that empower one another. So, for me, team, that's a little outdated too, to be honest. Like, it is really, it is really about the tribe. It's really about the tribe that is assisting you in making your dream come true, Mr. Business Owner. Or if you are an aspiring business owner, these are just great techniques by which you can work yourself into the business arena. Maybe you do have a widget you want to sell. Maybe you have an idea, a widget you want to sell, and don't really know how to sell that widget. Okay? Like, you have a great idea, you want to do it, but you don't know how. Well, passive income is your way to how. And again, there's a lot out there, guys, a lot out there. And, I believe a lot. I believe a lot with selling with confidence, because I think it's a slick platform. You can get yourself out there, very quickly. You can have your little mini website built for you that is going to start converting numbers. Every sale is going to convert to $595 for you. Because that's what it's a master resale rights, and you get 100% profit of every sale you make. So think of it this way: that is your gateway into the business arena. Not only is it your gateway, it's your freaking blueprint, because they have shown you every single step you need to do to be a successful business owner, from branding to finding your ideal client. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. What this one package of $595 gives you. It gives you the ability to resell it, and it's gorgeous, it's sexy, it's amazing. And think about if you think about that business owner dreamer, wannabe business owner, almost there, business owner, a current business owner. Think about if you could say to your people, wow, I have a way for you, and you give them the time to do it. So in your work day, okay, so here's my model. I have a 4.5 hour work day. All right, I have a book out on it. You can find it on my bio and my link tree. It's free to you, free to every business owner. I also have a free masterclass, a free 4.5 hour masterclass, guys. And what this does for current business owners is it gives you the ability to continue to make money, have your people work 4.5 hour work days. They get the work in, they get it done, and then you give them the time to work on their own business. You're empowering them. You're empowering them to have their own empire, their own legacy. Think about it. Think about if you have, let's say you have a brick and mortar and you're selling shoes. I'm just coming up with things. And you have a register, and, the person buys their shoes, and they, or you got your salesperson that's helping them pick out their shoes. You've got several layers of employees, if you will. And you've established, that you went through the hiring process, and you sat them down and you told them that this is the hourly rate, and this is, and you've capped them into this really lack mindset, because, that hourly rate, I'm sure, is not that great. Will it even support them? Probably not. Probably not. So what are you creating? You're creating a tribe of people within your organization that are stressed out, going home, stressed, not enough money, but you've consumed all their time. So what else can they do? What else do they have to do? What kind of business strategy is that is successful? Well, it might be successful for you, selfish business owner. I'm just going to be blunt because let me tell you, like I said, I have been a chief financial officer for the last 2 decades. I have my master's in business administration. I have been around more selfish business owners than I care to even think about because it makes me so ill. So ill. Have you guys seen the TikTok about the gal that was dead for 4 days at Wells Fargo? Dead in an office for 4 days and nobody saw this person? 4 days someone was dead in an office in corporate America and no one knew it. Sitting at a desk was dead for 4 days in corporate America and nobody knew it. This is how insane it is, guys. And this is why I am saying this is perfect example of why we need to fire corporate America. We must fire corporate America. People's lives depend on it. And don't even get me started on what it is with the children of this generation. The kids that are suffering because the parents that are going home because they're stressed. They don't have enough money. They can't put food on the table. They can't do any of that. That's what corporate America is doing to our kids. So what do? They want to, Kaleem, if you have a business idea and you want to talk, I'll invite you up. But if you don't have a business idea, please say in the comments what it is that you want to come in and talk about, and I'll be happy to invite you up. I'll be happy to invite anybody up that is, currently is a business owner, wants to be a business owner. Let's talk about this because passive income is the way to heal America. Passive income is the way to heal America. I know that's a big statement, but it's true. Let me tell you why. Because if every business owner empowered their employees to create their own empire, gave them the gateway, said something like, here is a complete package for you. Here's selling with confidence. I'm going to show you how to sell with confidence. I'm going to show you how to be your business owner, be your own business owner, how to have an empire. And you know what? You know what else I'm going to do, little employee? I'm going to be the business owner of the next decade, and I am going to pour into you. I, as your business owner, have a responsibility to America because I, business owner, have influence. I have influence in the world. I have created my business. I am successful. This is my model. This is how I did it. These are tips and tricks. But here, let me give you the gateway, the starting point. Here it is. Here is selling with confidence for you. Here is a CRM for you by which you can automate everything. Here's redirect. Here is redirect, a CRM for you that you can automate everything. If you want to have your own course, if you want to have your own whatever it is, you don't need Stand Store. You don't need all these other platforms. You don't need MailChimp. You don't need all of that. You know, it can be very confusing. Here, employee, be a part of my tribe. Be a part of my tribe. I'm going to help you be the megapreneur that you want to be. I'm going to help you create your own empire. I'm going to help you create your own legacy. Hey, Mrs. Cashier, how does that sound to you? I'm going to help you realize that you are worth more than this hourly rate. I'm going to help you so that every night you go home, you are so empowered. You are so on fire. You are so that you know the world is your oyster. You know it. You feel it. You know that I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I hired you. You're part of my tribe. Unfortunately, you know, I bought into the idea that, you know, there was something called a W-2 and an hourly rate and annual reviews and all of these things by which, what? No. It doesn't work. You can make yourself believe it works till the cows come home. But it doesn't work because your employees are unhappy. They're stressed. They're sick. Their kids are buried in video games because, you know, mom's over here crying her eyes out because she can't buy food. She can't pay the electric bill. She can't pay for rent. There's not enough money because you, business owner, are capping her out at 40 hours a week or 50 hours a week or 60 hours a week. What else is she going to do? You've taken away every bit of her feeling to be more and better and to be able to be a purpose in the world, to share her gift or his gift, hers or his. It doesn't matter. It's hers, his. I don't know, all pronoun, everything, everybody. I mean, the gift has been stolen. Most people don't even think about what their gift is in the world. What did you come here to do? That's been so shaken out of you. That's been so beat out of you. You don't even think about it. You don't even think about it. When was the last time you thought about what your gift was and how you wanted to share it in the world? Well, I'll tell you what, I bet if you're in corporate America today, it really, like, it's like, why the hell bother? What, you know? And that's why I left corporate America. Guys, my personal story is it was going to steal my homestead from me because I did not have enough time to do both. I could not do corporate America and create and manage my homestead on 10 acres. They were going to win. They were going to win every time. And so I just had to make the decision. Like, it was just night and day to me. I mean, even though I've been doing it for 2 decades, guys, I'm saying it because I've been there. I've been in the trenches. I just have been out of corporate America 2 months. So I know the gig. I know the story. And let me tell you, the gig is up. The gig is up because I also know how it does not work. It does not work. And I just am here to say, if you, Mr. Business or Mrs. Business Owner, or you, Mrs. Business Dreamer or Mr. Business Dreamer, there is such a way. There is such a way for you to go into business for yourself that it is amazing what's out there. It is amazing what's out there to be able to support you into being able to do that. And I mean, it's just right in front of you. I mean, it's literally in front of you because it's right, like literally, I mean, it's because I have the solutions. I have the solutions. I have all of the solutions. I have ways for funding. I have ways for, what that product might look like that you would want to resell. I have the business solution by which you can have your whole business structure wrapped around. You can integrate your QuickBooks. You can integrate your financial back end so that you're really running a true business model. And because I have been a chief financial officer for the last 2 decades, that is something that is very important to me. If you're going to be a business owner, like, do it right. Make sure that from the get-go you have your corporation set up correctly. It's really simple. I would be honored to walk you through what that is. I would be honored to walk you through and be your mentor for free. Because I am here to make sure that every business owner that wants to make a change, and every business owner dreamer has a pathway, has a gateway to their dream. And where sometimes it looks really daunting and like, where do I start? What do I do? How do I do it? Like there's just, I don't even know. I would have no idea. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know that much about social media, or maybe a lot about social media, but do you know a lot? Maybe you just don't have the confidence to sell what it is that you're selling, whether it's a widget or it's just a digital product. It doesn't matter, and or both. I really recommend you having 2 to 3 revenue streams. So, you can just continue to grow your revenue streams as your, start with one and grow. This is really, 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 really an easy way, and it's really the way, guys. Let's get down to it. Okay. Let's save America. Let's save our children. Let's save the kids of the next generation. Let's create empowered people. Let's create business owners. Wake up. Let's create empowered employees. Let's get rid of the word employees. Let's create tribes building business. Let's work 4.5-hour work days. Let's give your employees, your tribe members, the rest of the day to work on their own empire. Let's create strategies that they go home feeling empowered and happy and energized, and they show their kids what life could be. Let's get the kids out of the video games where they're stuck, where it's the only place they're making a difference. Mom and dad over here are struggling and stressed and crying and arguing. And kid over here is like closing that bedroom door. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to see that. And buries their eyes and ears and being into that video game, because you know what? That's where they can make a difference, in that video game. Guys, this is the way we change America. We all sit and wonder, how could we? You know what? And we all sit and have the audacity to say, oh, the kids of this generation, they're lazy and they're this and they're that. They have no work ethic. Who have they learned from? Who have they learned from? Ponder on that. Who are they learning from? How can we change this narrative so the kids of today can feel like, wow, I just watched my mom and dad make a big leap of faith and trust, and they're really going for it. And I see them passionate about that, what they want to do and be. And business owners, you have an obligation. You have an obligation to change the way you do business. You have the ability and the obligation to change lives. So why aren't you doing it? Why do you believe that this 60-hour workday W-2 employee annual reviews for a so-called bonus is the way? It's the way because it's what you were taught. It's what the schools have mandated. It's what colleges are indoctrinating you. They're indoctrinating you with this is the way business should be. But I'm going to scream from the mountaintops. It is not. I spent the last 2 decades in there and it almost killed me. It almost robbed me of my dream. Because it became corporate America or homestead, of which I've spent the last year building with my blood, my sweat, my tears, my agony, my joy, my gratitude. But it's all of that. When you're building a homestead, I'm building a homestead off grid I started last year at 60, guys. At 60, I came to 10 acres, pure, just land, lived in a yurt, and now I am building out my tiny home. I have 3 goats, 15 chickens, a whole solar system, 24 marine batteries, 17 solar 7-foot solar panels. All of that in a year. That was my dream. But I became very, very, very aware that that was just not going to work. The two were not going to work together at all. And I'm just a person that knows a lot about business, and I know what is good business. And passive income is good business. Passive income is the way. Passive income is the gateway. And there is, amazing products coming out on the market right now, amazing digital products that are coming out to be the gateway. Passionate people that believe in business, that have created beautiful, beautiful, beautiful business models by which you can just enter right in. And or add to. I mean, if you're a business owner right now just really feeling stuck, feeling like my business isn't going the way it is, or it's maybe you're in a business model that is very seasonal, has a lot highs and lows. Adding passive income is income that is automated. There's nothing you have to do, so you don't have to work harder. It's all automated. So it's making money for you while, you have to do a little bit of work. You have to promote what it is, if you want to, just like you're promoting every single other widget that you've got in your business model. You've got to give it some promotion, but overall it's going to just meld right into your business model to where, you can pass it on to your tribe so they can start building their business model. And it just becomes a part of your business. It's how we save America. Save That's how we save each other. I mean, it's hard for me to think about this person, this lady that passed away in an office and was dead for 4 hours at her desk. It's very hard for me. It's very, 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 very hard for me to stomach that. And I hope that it's hard for all of you to stomach that. I really hope that we all like take a moment and create some silence for those people that are struggling to that point. And sure, that was probably a medical condition or whatever. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, are both that scenario where someone that corporate America was so cold that no one looked in on that person. That no one looked in on that person. No one saw that person sitting at that desk and didn't see if they were okay. I mean, that's kind of the picture of what we're looking at here when we're thinking corporate America, when we're thinking about how corporate America is destroying lives. I really am on a passion. I am on a mission. I am going to be relentless on this. I'm going to be relentless on this topic because it's near and dear to my heart. I just lived it. I just got out of it. I know how devastating it can be. But also God showed me there was another way. There's such a way that in today's world, I mean, digital products are the way of the future. Digital is everywhere. Unfortunately, digital is everywhere. Digital is at the grocery store checkout now. Digital is the way of the future. Digital is not going away. Digital, in fact, is getting stronger and stronger and stronger at everything we do. Every single thing we do is going digital. Having the ability to resell products that someone put their heart and soul into to develop, that is beautiful and well done and so highly educational. Do you know what people are going? Do you know that digital marketers in college right now are that a course to be a digital marketer is like $12,000 to go to college, and you don't have a gateway in the middle of that. You don't have a gateway by which to make money while you're spending $12,000 to learn digital marketing. And there are all these MRR courses out there now that are teaching digital marketing and also giving you the vehicle by which to also resell that product, resell that course to someone else to better their life, to make their life better. For a freaking very, very, very small investment. I mean, it's insane. We just all kind of look the other way. I don't know. We are so conditioned to believe that business should look a certain way, feel a certain way, that business owners over and over and over are adopting this worn out way of doing business. It's like it's so old and worn out and doesn't work. And why do you think HR is like beating their heads against like a wall to engage people? Like they are doing everything but the thing. They're doing everything but the thing they could do, which is empower their people to build their own empires. What if part of hiring on, how about part of joining a tribe, joining an organization? I get it. You need people. You need people that are good in what you do. I get it. Business owners, you need people. You need people to do whatever it is that you need to do to sell your widget, right? I mean, come on. We got it. We know you need people. You need a tribe to sell your widget. Some of the tribe members have to be, maybe highly educated, and some, aren't. Some are just, the cashier or the sales clerk or the whatever it is. But at the end of the day, it's the same strategy. You're still taking 60, 40, 50, 60 hours away from that person, giving them an hourly rate, saying you're worth this much because someone said you're worth that much hourly. And I'll make X amount of dollars from you. And we're off and running to the races in business. But what if that whole strategy flipped on itself? What if it all flipped on itself? What if there were no more employees? What if these people were creating their own, or there was an hourly and then an hourly and then hourly and then a bonus, hourly and then an incentive, hourly and then a commission that is so empowering? A commission being not even a commission, an hourly plus the gateway. Here. I mean, this is the formula. Hourly plus the gateway to your own business. Hourly plus your own gateway, a gateway to your own business. And here's how I'm going to support that. Here at Business ABC, we work a 4.5-hour workday. And the rest is yours to build your own empire. I mean, think about it. What if you could empower your tribe so much that they could also, they could spend time on social media talking about your widget? They could sell your widget. I mean, it's kind of been proven that we don't need these high-powered salespeople anymore. I mean, there are people on TikTok selling, making bukus of dollars. Like it's telling their story. It's authentic. How many salespeople do you feel are authentic today? I mean, I'm not bashing salespeople, but you know what? Get your authentic hat on, all right? I mean, seriously, because we know sleazy salespeople. We know it. Ooh, we run. And you know what? These salespeople make a bucket load of money. A bucket load of money in every corporation. So what if again we flip the script? Now your tribe members are your salespeople, are your marketing team. They get a little bit of reoccurring revenue on that sale. Maybe 3 or 4 generations down on that sale. That person sells, that person sells, that person sells. It's a fabulous business strategy. Everyone's winning. It's insanely lucrative. And you know what? Everybody's happy. Happy. Everybody's happy. The parents are happy. The kids are happy. We're cooking dinners together. We're not coming home stressed out about, hey, you want a pizza? I mean, hey, pizza night's fun. Like that's a night. That's a thing. I'm not dishing that, or no, I'm not. I'm not trashing that. I mean, that's a great fun thing. But I'm saying that, how many nights is it? Then it's not. Now it's not fun anymore. It's boring and it's not healthy. So, it's this whole picture of like, how can we revolutionize America? How can we change America? We all say, oh, well, we don't know. We can't. But, it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with you, business owner, wannabe, dreamer, or business owner is. And how are you running your business? How are you empowering your people? How are you empowering your people? Every day? It's your business obligation to do so. I don't know, I hope that I've spoken to someone today. I hope that someone has heard like something that like, speaks to them, because, that's what matters to me. It matters to me that you heard something today that changes your life, that changes what you're doing, that changes maybe, oh, that's it. I never thought of it like that. Oh, and there's a product out there that I could start having a business like tomorrow with a beautiful website and everything done for me, and teaches me everything I need to know about branding and who my ideal client is, and how do I reach them, and how do I use chat GBT, and how do I literally run a business? How do I cultivate people? It's all there. It's just, do you want to embrace the idea? What if you want to bake bread over here? Okay, like it's your calling to bake bread. And maybe you've started a little bakery, or maybe you've started a little uh niche bakery on your porch. This is kind of the new up thing that's so cool. Like, if it is your dream to be a baker or do a bakery, and you don't know where to start, and you're like, oh, I can't really go get a store. I don't really want to do that. You can make your porch a cute little bakery shop where people and your neighbors get together, and, they begin to realize what you're baking and doing, and that's your passion. And then you throw passive income alongside of that. So now that's supporting this little porch bakery. So while you're baking away and kneading the dough and doing all that has to happen for this little porch bakery, your passive income over here is making you money, is supporting your dream. And, selling with confidence is really the master resale rights platform that is a product you can resell, and that other person out there that wants to be a baker and has a dream to be a baker, and now it's not, oh, I'll have my little porch bakery, but how will that support me 100%? Now you have a product for them. Now you have a product for them that they can introduce into their revenue stream that will be automated and making them money. And, they'll just have to, find a way to throw into some of their videos, some of that, to be able to encourage others. Like, this is how I did it. This is how I started my little porch bakery. Is I also added passive income, because that was the way. And I also needed to learn. I needed how to learn how to market myself, to market my bakery, how to market my porch bakery. I mean, this is how it happens, and this is how businesses start, but they have to start. And this is the gateway to how they start. It's really up to you. Up to you to take, like, to you business owner or you business dreamer, to make the shift in your mind to say, you know what? I don't have to work this 9 to 5. I don't have to do this. I don't have to be told when to get up and when to go to lunch and when to take a break and when to go home and when to work overtime. And I don't need that. I don't need that stress. Guys, there's just such a fantastic other way. And I'm just going to keep talking about it. I'm just going to keep talking about it until, I mean, I don't know. I'm just going to keep talking about it. I'm here to revolutionize the way we do business today. That end of story. And there is such an easy strategy to get you to the other side. If you are currently a business owner and you're struggling, then there's an answer to get you to the other side of not struggling anymore. Okay. I feel like we've been bought into this idea that if we're going to sell widget A, if we're going to sell tires, then that's all we need to do. We just got to sell tires. We just got to focus on tires. Okay. But that's not true. And it's not correct. And coming from someone that has been in the finance, in developing and cultivating business strategies for over 2 decades, I think I have a little bit to say about that. I think I have, having my master's in business administration, I think that gives me, and have been in the corporate world and been in the finance, in the finance arena for the last 2 decades. I think it gives me a little bit of an edge on being able to say what is good business, what is great business, what is poor business, what is risky business, right? A thing or two to say about that. And I want to encourage every business owner out there to stop just thinking about selling tires, selling widget A, and think about, how can I create multiple revenue streams that are automating the whole process of something that I'm selling with very little additional work and expense. So now you're just stacking revenue, and your net is just increasing because you're not adding, a lot of times to add revenue streams, it costs a lot of money. There's a lot involved with that revenue stream. So that's not a good business strategy. You don't want to add a revenue stream that costs you a lot to, like, make widget A. Okay. No, that's called spinning your wheels. That's just working harder. We're not going to do that. That's not, and no one should be doing that. No one should be adding widgets to sell that costs a lot in materials and labor to sell. Because you know what? At the end of the day, your net is zero. You might be making a crap ton of sales, maybe, but it's costing you a lot for every sale. So you're at zero at the bottom, at the net. revenue minus expenses equals your net. Okay? Poor business strategy. Not a good business strategy. This is why I'm talking to business owners, because if you have multiple, like, okay, let's say, for instance, you do have this passion in it. You do have a widget A does cost you, maybe quite a bit to make, which, not probably the greatest business strategy. I wouldn't encourage it. I might help you analyze it and see if your pricing is correct and so on and so forth. But at the end of the day, that's not the best business strategy. But if you throw in some passive income over here, in addition to, now you've got a second set of revenue streams that is not costing you any more money, and it is really changing your net effect. Okay, now it's changing your net effect. So that revenue is not costing any more money, and you have both. So your net effect is a different story. That to me is really great business. That's why I'm saying add as many passive income streams as you can to your widget producing revenue. And I use the word generic, just widget, because, I could, we know there's a billion widgets someone wants to sell. Whatever your widget is, whether it's a service, a product, whatever your widget is what you're going to sell. But you need to have at least 3 revenue streams that are very different, so that it could be very synergistic, but you want to be very careful, because if that business stream would dry up for whatever economic reasons were thrown at it, you want something else over here that is really pulling in from a completely different type of clientele, etc. Because, that's just great business. That's just great business, because you don't want all the same ideal client to be serving the same product if that economic feed would be destroyed for whatever reason. What happened with COVID, right? But let's throw COVID in there as a great example. COVID. Who thought? Who would ever have dreamt? Who thought that something would come in and destroy businesses the way that it did overnight? Hairdressers couldn't work. Nail salons couldn't open. Gyms couldn't open. On and on and on. Restaurants were reduced to seating capacities so everyone could social distance and sit away from each other. This is what I'm talking about. There are economic circumstances, things that happen that are out of our control. There are natural disasters that happen all the time, everywhere, that throw your business out of whack, that throw the balance. It might really be cultivating and being, one day it might be just sales hand over fist, and the next day, wow, something happens in the world or changes the economic money flow to that product. So when you throw also passive income streams into that mix, you're not surviving on just widget A. You've got passive A, passive B, passive C, all automated, and a fine-tuned machine over here that you don't even have to touch, except you have to maybe promote it here and there. But come on. Now we're talking a business that is recession proof, is anything proof. This is good business. Gotta verify the little puzzle because I guess I've been talking too long. I hope that the tribe on this grows larger and larger because I think it's a message that is really worth hearing. I think it's a really great message by which we can one business at a time change the dynamics of every tribe that's associated with the business. I think that this is something that is so powerful. And, it's just my passion because I've lived it. I've been it. I've done it. I've been almost destroyed by it. And I also have had visibility into how it has destroyed other people's lives. And that's called corporate America. That's called the brainwashing. That's how we've been fed, that the way we've been fed to do business, both as business owners and as business dreamers, wanting your own business, wanting to know how to start, wanting to know where to start. Maybe you didn't have the $100,000 like I did to throw into, getting your master's in business administration. Would I do it again? Nope. Nope. I would not do it again. I would not do it again. Because and that I made great money. I made great money. I made great money in the C-suite. I made great money. The payoff? No. The stress, the anxiety, the working weekends, the working nights. Just to take a vacation was like excruciating. I mean, I came back and I wish that I hadn't even taken the vacation. So much work piled up. The whole time I was on the vacation, all I could think about was, oh my God, it's stacking up. I can see it. I can see my emails coming in. I can see them. I can see what's happening while I'm on vacation. And it was just so excruciatingly painful. And I worked so much overtime after I got back that I was literally exhausted by the time, after I'd taken my vacation. It wasn't even worth the vacation. I should have just stayed and worked because what I had to do afterwards was just ridiculous. That's not baked into vacation. It's not baked into a vacation that, you might get additional help and some support and no, what's baked into it is you take a week off, you're going to make up for it one way or another. You're going to make up for it. So good luck. Hope that works out for you. All business owners sit back and go, yeah, yeah, okay, I'll approve your vacation. Sure. Hope it works out for you. Because you're gonna have a shit ton of work to do when you get back. Yeah, that's how it is. And it's not good. It doesn't work for anybody. It does not work for anybody. So, y'all, I hope I spoke to someone here. Been on about an hour. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go probably do a little mowing or whatever, and I'll probably be back on. I'm going to go live here in just a little bit. And yeah, if you have a dream to have your own business, DM me. Reach out to me. My email is in here. Send me an email, DM me. I would love to walk you through. If you're a business owner that's struggling and you're just like, I don't know which way to turn, let me help you with your strategy. Let's look at your business. Let's look at your model. Let's look at what you're doing. Let's look at your pricing. Let's look at your whole business model and see what we can do to make it better. I would put money on it. I would promise you that I could look in there and I could say, yeah, I could just take a look. I could probably ask you a few questions and be like, here's your problem. Here's why your net is the way that it is. And one thing I want to encourage you to do, because I think this will be very eye-opening for you, just to start the process, this is now I'm going to speak to Mr. or Mrs. Business Owner. I want to challenge you to do a bandwidth audit. Okay? I want you to go to every single employee or manager that you have, and I want you to seriously ask them, what are they doing and how long is it taking them? And how many hours a day and week are they working? I want you to take full responsibility for this bandwidth audit because you care. Because you care that much to know about what your employees are doing. How much time you are taking from them in a day, in a week, in a month. Be real. Be real. Show you care. Maybe give back. Maybe for starters, you just say, wow, you've been working 50 hours a week? I did not know this. Here are 3 days free added to your PTO. And I'll have somebody make sure that you're supported in those 3 days off. So it isn't a 3-day off like, I wish I hadn't taken the 3 days. Okay? Like, I'm really challenging you as a business owner to do this. Wake up. Start your wake up process now, business owner. What are your people doing for you? And what are you taking from them? What are you taking from them? And in your mind, if what they're doing is taking, seriously, 40, 50, and I'm 40. I'm starting at 40. If what you're doing, if your business is taking 40, 50, 60 hours from a person, I want you to know what you are taking from the children, the kids that are the end result of that. Because you know what? There's another way. You probably hadn't thought about the other way, but there is another way. There is another way. There's another way to do business. And if you heard that today, if this is the first time you're hearing it and you're going, wow, she's right. There is, hey, I am a business owner. Hey, I am a business owner. Hey, I do have a responsibility. Hey, to have my own business. There is a way for me, widget A. Maybe you're just a painter. you're a painter or an artist and you want to just focus on your artistry, but it would be very hard, for that to, for it to sustain you. There's a way. Over here, this can sustain you. Growing and building, and it's your gift. It's your purpose. It's your art. See how simple it is? Or maybe you don't even have something that you want to sell, but you just want to have your own business and you do your own thing. And it's awesome just to help people have their own business in a way, a vehicle by which to do it. Selling with confidence. There it is. There's your product. There it is. Redirect is your CRM. Redirect is your back end. Redirect is your way to create. It's not only your back month. Talking multiple revenue streams. Doing different things, creating different ways to make money. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's incredible. You have to have the foundation. If all kinds of ways to make money. But when you rely on one, you're not going to stay high over here all the time. You're not going to have a high income revenue producing. At some point, the economy is going to affect it in some way. And then, then it might bounce back up, back down, back up, back down, right? So when you also have the other revenue streams generating revenue for you, it can tolerate that with very little impact. So again, just saying, hope I spoke to someone. Hope I reached that business owner. Hope I reached that business dreamer. That that there is another way. If I various ways that I have in